Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Back again for another episode of Working the Grill with Know-It-All Bill. Sorry I've been gone for a little while, but been busy. But today I'm making a great turkey. Here's the first step I'm making that turkey, and that is the brine. We're going to be soaking this turkey for 12 hours. So here's what we're going to use. We're going to use some crystallized ginger. It's really good to eat too. It's really a nice taste to it. We're going to be using some Jamaican allspice, some whole black peppercorns, kosher salt, a gallon of vegetable broth. It doesn't have to be organic, but just what I happen to get. And then we'll be putting it into this nice big 22-quart bucket. You can also, if you wanted to, you could use one of these pails. You can get them at Home Depot. Doesn't matter where you get them. Just make sure you wash it and sanitize it. Okay, we're all ready over on the stove. We're gonna, we've got everything for the brine ready to go. We're gonna need to put it in and we're gonna cook it versus just dumping it in the cold water together. One extra ingredient that I didn't tell you about is the brown sugar. So first things first, we got the temperature on to a somewhat large stock pot, and I got 2 pots here just to make sure I'm okay. And we're going to put in our gallon of vegetable broth. Okay, now we've got our vegetable broth in. We've got them in 2 pots. I just didn't have a pan this huge. So I'm going to just split the ingredients up. Kosher salt, I'll put some of it in this one and some of it in this one. And then I'll blend them all together in the bucket later on, so they'll be fine. And then we've got our peppercorns. And then we've got our allspice berries. And then we've got some candied ginger. This is really good. All right. So now we get this hot. We want to get them to a nice rolling boil. And we've achieved that. The boil is what is going to open up these peppercorns and open up this allspice. So we're just going to let these things go on a nice happy boil for maybe 2-3 minutes. The ginger is looking nice. It's really has a unique smell. You can smell the allspice, you can smell some ginger, you can smell the vegetable broth. So there's definitely some aromatics going on. So once these boil for about 2 minutes, I'm gonna take them off the heat, just slide them back and let them cool for about 2 hours. Get down to less than 100 degrees, and then we'll put them into the refrigerator, and they'll sit in there for about maybe 3 to 4 hours, and then it'll be ready to get the turkey going, and then we'll be brining the turkey for 12 hours. So I got the turkey ready, and let me move it over. So here is our brine. We've got actually smells really good. It's we made that earlier today. So we've got our brine. We've got our ice, got a couple containers of ice, and then we've got a gallon of water. You know what that looks like. I don't need to show that to you. And then we have our container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my turkey and I'll do it breast side down. Breast side down. The turkey's going to go into the container. Now let me go ahead and move the camera down a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. So we're down in the bottom of the container. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put half the water in now. And then we're going to go ahead and add our brine. All of our peppercorns, get them in there. And then we've got our other pan of brine. We're going to add that in. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to add in the remaining bit of water to get this water level over the top of this bird, which we've done. And then our final step to protect this bird, you might want to put a weight down. This turkey seems to be staying down pretty good, so I think we're okay. So I'm going to cover this turkey up. It's going to spend the next 12 hours in my refrigerator. Hey, it's Thanksgiving morning. So
it is time. It's pretty early. It's been about 12 hours where I've had that turkey in the brine. So show you now what we do with the turkey to get it ready for the next step. So follow along. We have a very cold bird. All right, let me go and turn this down a little bit so you can see what I'm gonna do here. So it's cold. So we're gonna drain this turkey. We've got a nice big restaurant quality pan. I love these pans. So be prepared to have your hands freeze. Now we'll discard this later on. Keep it in the pan because we don't want the bird to touch the sink. But we do want to get the brine out of the inside of this turkey. Okay, I've got the turkey onto a nice pan. I'm going to work through and really get it as dry as I can. And along the way, there's like other things that from the turkey processing that'll be trapped in the skin. And so I'll go ahead and remove that. I'll remove any of the other built up of where some of the sugars might have stuck, or every now and then you'll find a random feather. Anyhow, what I've got here, the aromatics, really simple. I've got a sliced, just a medium-sized onion sliced, and then I've got a Brayburn apple, and then I've got a cinnamon stick, and then we're going to put a cup of water. And we're going to mix all this together and put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes on high. Okay, 5 minutes went by quick in video time. Okay, we've got the microwave dish. Got a little protective glove just to be safe. This dish is going to be hot, so be careful. When you take this dish out, and it is, wow, serious. The apple and the onion, the cinnamon together, just amazing. We've got the bird. And in addition to the onion, the apple, and the cinnamon, I've also got 4 sprigs of rosemary and then 6 sprigs of sage. And all of this is going to go together into the bird cavity. So you can see I've got the bird on my roasting rack, so we really, when I get ready to do this, it's going to go right out in there. So using a set of some tongs, just so you don't burn your fingers, just going to fill the cavity, and then we'll do the same with the rosemary. I've got them all. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm actually mixing everything together inside of the cavity. Okay, we're outside, ready to get the grill. You can see it there. Got my wood chips here. They're going to be smoking any second. My thermometer. And we'll get this out of the way so keep the temperature. Ouch. Okay, and we can see the turkey's on. It's going to go for 30 minutes, and then I'll come in and I'll flip it over and then spin it around. I'll do that every 30 minutes. If you look here, you can see nice little smoke coming up. So, okay, we're about ready to flip our bird here. Now let's get this off. Nice coating of butter. This is unsalted butter. Turn this bird. All right. And we're set to go. So we'll check back in another 30 minutes. Okay, we are at 160 degrees. That's what you want for your breast meat. Let's open up, take a look. There it is in all of its glory. Looks great. We've got some great drippings down in here. Take the probe thermometer out. We're going to transfer this turkey into this pan. We are done with that.